Hi, welcome to today's Go series. So I'll be working on 3 points. So introduction to Go, installing Go and VS Code, and also running our first Go program. So I'll start with introduction to Go. So Go was designed at Google by a team of 3 engineers. That's Robert Grisma, Rob Pike, and Ken Thompson. So they were at Google at that time. They designed the language, and around 2009, that was when it officially launched. Go is statically typed language. Its variables are known by the compiler during the compilation time. It has a feature of memory safety. It's garbage collected. It takes concepts from C, not just C alone, but from other languages such as the CSP pattern, that's the communication sequential process. As a programming language, that it's highly efficient for multi-core processes. Another selling point of Go is that it can compile to binary that can be distributed to different OS, and you don't need any other dependencies to run it. For example, if we want to run a Java program, then we need to have the JVM installed. For Python, we need to have Python installed on our machine. The second point now is to the second point now is to install Go. So go to this site https://go.dev. So this is the official Go documentation where you get used to the language, the standard library, a lot of stores, and even the packages. It's very rich because Go relies heavily on its standard library. So you click on download here. So it takes us to a page where we have download for different OS. So if you're on Microsoft Windows, you can click on this. Apple Mac OS, that's M1 series of course. Then if you're on a Mac based Intel based Mac rather, so you click on this, and if it's a Linux, and if you are feeling so good, you can build a source for. I think this work well with for Mac OS and Linux guys here. But if you're still feeling a bit, oh, can I actually do this? There's a site here that's bitesizego.com. So it's a very helpful site. So you can install, can see it. Okay, it was posted here 2024, but it's still very valid because Go is a very stable language. They don't just flip things out. So if you're Windows, this is a very helpful guide where you can do it. So it's step by step and it's not difficult to do. And when you're done, make sure you verify this. Go to your command line. Go to your um, command prompt or your Windows PowerShell and press and prompt this Go version. It should bring out the version installed for you. So if you're on Mac OS, you follow the same a similar approach as well. You follow all the steps needed. Make sure you do this. This is very important because this helps you to put it in your bash profile. And if you are using ZSH as well, it's just something similar as ZSH. The profile is a way you walk around with that as well, and you can Google to help you further. But it's very similar approach, and make sure you you do this as well. Make sure the Go version, it should spit out the Go version that you have on your system. And if you're on Linux, you have to first like uncrack this. Then after that, your environment variables, then you source it into your bash profile, and you can do this. So I'm on a Mac, so I have already done these steps earlier. So when I do a Go version, yeah, so I'm on Go version 1.24. So one of the things, or another thing I want to add is that Go is a very solid, apart from being a language of choice, very good. It's it has a very solid tool chain around it. So if you do something like go help, for example, it brings out a load of commands that you can run by the Go binary. That means you can use Go to run a lot of stuff. You can do some C, calling Go between C, Go environment, a lot of stuff, Go mod. You can do all these stuff as well. So it's very, very powerful. Then you can check this as well. This just gives you a configuration sort of like settings of your Go. So this is where your Go is installed, user/users Go. So in this particular path, this is where it's installed. The Go proxy. So when you're working with Go mod files, um, basically this it checks for this, and this is hosted by Google itself before it goes to the direct source of that particular module that you're importing. I know I'm going a bit deep, but it's just good to know about all these things. So after installation of Go, the next thing now is to go and install our code editor. The popular choice is Visual Studio Code. So I'm on this site. So okay, let me so I'll just start Visual Studio Code. Then I'll come to this site. So this is site you saw earlier. So I'm on a Mac OS, that's why I'm being prompted to download. But if you're on a Windows, it should bring something similar for your OS. So with that, it's very, very easy to install. And when you're done installing it, so after opening up your code editor, one thing needs to be added as well for you to enjoy working with Golang. So this is the um go to the extensions tab and you search for Go. So Go, I think this is managed by the team at Google. Yes, so it's a Go extension. It makes it work. You have the language servers, LSPs, Go please, all those stuff. It comes with it. It just makes working with Go work easier on VS Code, and you get to enjoy it. So to run our first program, you can start with creating a folder. So there is an empty folder, Go series. So when I open it, you can see that it's empty. So we can now drag this on our VS Code. So if you're on Windows, you can after installation of VS Code, you can add it to the is it the taskbar? I think so. So you can add it to the taskbar or the start menu, any which way, for you to be able to see it below. So after opening it up, so the folder is open, for example. So okay, so now so see the dots. Okay, I had it opened earlier. Let me just close this terminal and create a new one. Sorry about that. Yeah, so this is empty folder. So the present working directory, you can see I'm in the desktop folder and the Go series folder. So the first thing is to create okay, I'll call this folder lesson 1. So that's this lesson 01. This is a Linux command argument to create a folder. So you name it. So inside the lesson 01 folder, I need to create an entry point for our small program. So a very popular way, or a good a very widely adopted style of Go is to use this thing. So I'll seed into the folder, then I'll create a main.go file. So this main.go file is now inside this lesson 01 folder. So this is the entry point of our application. So the first thing first is to create a package main. So package is just a way of grouping things in Go. So when you import modules to when you import a module to get a particular function from it, so it makes it easier. But this is the first one. This is our entry point. So if I want to run an application, it needs to have an entry point, which is the main function. So I think VS Code helps with that. So f func main. So this is how we create the main function in Golang. So this is the entry point of our application. So let's say I want to print hello world, fmt dot println, that's hello world. So, and that's all. Okay, but I'll track back a bit. So I know while I was typing, this thing was automatically imported for me. So this is a standard library, fmt. So package fmt implements formatted IO. So for input and output operations, there is analogous to the sys, printf, and scanf. That's why I said earlier, Go is, it took a chunk of things from the way C is being done. C as a language is being done and implemented. So this fmt is for us to be able to connect to the standard output, that, oh, can you print to the standard output this particular string I'm putting here. So if you check this print line, it takes in any argument. This is actually a type in Golang, but we'll get to that later on. So fmt.println hello world. If I delete this, I will not be able to use this. So I need to bring in it from the standard library. That's why I'm able to use it like this. So so now that my program is done, I want to now run it. So the easiest way to run a Go program is just to do a go run, then the name of the file. So I'll see an hello world printed to the standard output here. That's in my terminal. But this does two things. Remember I said Golang is a compiled language, so it's compiling our program and is running it for us. So now let's try and understand what's happening. Can we compile, then can we run on our own? Yes, it's very possible. So because when you do a go running.go, it's actually save this stuff in like a temporary folder and it runs it directly. So it actually does the compilation process, but it's not being visible to us here. Now let's say we want it to actually be visible, want to see what's happening behind the hood. So the first thing is to we build it. That means we build our binary or executable. So go build this -o means go build. Oh, my binary, I want it to be called hello world. Hello world, that's the name of my binary. Then now the name of the file I want Go to build for me. So if I do this, something happened there. Did you take note of it? So I'm building this main.go file and I want the output as an executable to be hello world, and this is what we have here. Now I can now run an executable. An executable means something that can run on your OS. For example, if I do an lsla, for example, we can see this. That means this, all these things, they are Linux file permissions. This means that is a you can read, write, and execute it. This X means execute. That means as a user I can execute, as a group I can execute as well. So, and others can execute it as well. So if I do a /hello world, so guess what will I get? Yeah, I get the hello world. So it's as easy as that. And this is just the beginning of Golang. It's a very interesting language to learn. When you get to the nitty-gritties of Golang, you see the power it comes with. Though there's no perfect programming language, as we all know, and I've seen as well. There's no perfect programming language, but Go is just a language that if you learn it, it brings your skill sets to another level. Yeah, thank you for today's session.